The Wii U, was it really as bad as they say, or did it fail because people didn't really understand it? What is up, you guys? Welcome to The Collective. My name is Furman, and in this video we are obviously talking about the Wii U. And clearly, we have had our eyes pointed to, the 2010s era of gaming, which is obviously the 3DS era. But what about its companions? What about its little buddy, its home console buddy, the Wii U? We are obviously going to be talking about how awesome it is, why I love it, why I think it failed, and all of the above, really. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. Alright guys, so let's get into it. Honestly, the best part to begin with is the negatives of the Wii U console. Why did it fail? Why did people not understand it for what it is, for what it was, which is an awesome console? Now, I truly believe there's a lot of opinions out there. There's a lot of people that think certain things, but honestly, from the research that I've done and from my own experience, the Wii U was just, it came out at the worst time. It came out at the worst possible time for this console to be released. For one, the Nintendo Wii was its predecessor, so it came before it and it absolutely smashed all sorts of records. And while the Wii was absolutely successful, it was successful mainly for one thing. It was successful because of the fact that it got everybody involved. It got the whole family to play video games again. And obviously, it was easy to do because of all the motion controls. There was a lot of Mii Sports games and stuff like that. That console was really catered to the casual gamer. Right then and there, a lot of the hardcore gaming community kind of wasn't really super down with the Wii because of that fact. And then on top of that, we were all kind of growing up. We were starting to get a little grown, and we were getting more mature and kind of wanting to have those type of games too. If you look at the Xbox 360 and you also look at the PS3, we were getting games like Uncharted, BioShock, Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto 4. All of these games were kind of just catered to, adults and grown folks, which is what we were turning into. So all of that mashed up together, and it was not a good time for this beast to come out because of those things. What was the one thing that the Wii U didn't really get that all the other consoles were getting? It was, a lot of third-party support. A lot of like the Call of Duties and games like that. Even Ubisoft, they made a big statement where they were like, we're not making any games for the Wii U. And it was because they were getting tired of having to make multiple games. The game on the PS3 and the Xbox 360 were pretty similar. They were about the same, or I should be saying the PS4 and the Xbox One. They were basically making the same game and just repackaging it with different button mapping and all that kind of stuff. So it was basically the same thing. But to make games on the Wii U, because of the fact that it wasn't as powerful, and the same thing with the Wii, they literally had to make separate games. So it was just too much. It just didn't make any sense. And especially because a lot of the consumers realized the fact that it was an inferior product. Why would you play Black Ops on the Wii or the Wii U when you could play it on the PS3 and it had better infrastructure, or the PS4? It just didn't make any sense. So I do believe this is one of the reasons why it did not do very good. I also believe that it was a lot of the marketing. And when I say a marketing, I mean Nintendo's marketing was horrible when it comes to this thing. But also the media around it too, YouTubers and like game magazines and companies and stuff like that. They really bashed this thing. It was obviously super confusing. Most people thought that this was just an accessory to the Wii. So they didn't even think it was a console. They didn't realize the fact that this was a full-fledged console until way after, which is just crazy to think. And then obviously a lot of YouTubers really bashed the Wii U because I don't know, they didn't really like it. They didn't like the fact that there wasn't really much support to it, and you know, a myriad of reasons. There was a lot of people that were even saying that the controller was really uncomfortable, which that was not my experience. You know, I thought it was really comfortable. I thought it was really nice. It sat in your hand really nice, and it was really light too, and all that good stuff. So yeah, really weird. So we have all of these things happening, and it was almost like the Wii U just never really had a chance. Like, it really didn't have a chance. But it's crazy to see that because of the Wii U, we were able to get the Nintendo Switch, and that is another smash success. I mean, it is doing absolutely amazing still to this day, and it's all because of this guy right here. Now, just a few reasons that, you know, led to its inevitable downfall. But let's talk about what I love about the Wii U. I mean, obviously the controller is one of the reasons why I absolutely love it. I love the fact that you could play all of your mainline games on the tablet itself, or you know, you could play them on the TV screen, and this served as a menu screen and you know, that kind of stuff. And there a lot of people complain about the fact that this was just primarily mostly menus, but I actually like that about it. I like the fact that, you know, in Wind Waker HD or Twilight Princess, you know, you just kind of had your menu always there at all times, and sometimes it serves as a map too. So it was just really useful. It was really awesome to have that. So it really just felt like a bigger version of the DS or the 3DS. So yeah, I absolutely love the controller. I never really got to, like, you know, do the little screen chat thingy, but based off of what I saw, you know, I kind of dodged a bullet when it comes to that. I'm not gonna lie. Another thing that I absolutely loved is the fact that Nintendo in the Wii U era, I mean, they were all in. They had realized the fact that they lost a lot of their primary audience in the Wii because of the fact that that console was just way too catered to the casual gamer. They basically got rid of most of us. I mean, I was still here, but you know, they got rid of most of us. So with the Wii U, they just went insane when it comes to games. I mean, they just put all sorts of virtual console games and stuff like that. They even put DS, Game Boy Advance. I mean, they just went nuts. And then on top of that, we also got a lot of really good indie games too, and obviously the first party games. I mean, come on. We obviously got Super Smash Bros. We got the Zelda games. We got Mario Kart 8, which is one of the best, like, highest selling Nintendo games probably of all time at this point, honestly. They just went back and started making a bunch of super good, awesome games. Literally everybody was here. I mean, literally everybody. We even got a Star Fox, and you know, it wasn't very good, but we still got one. Oh, we still got two actually. And, you know, just to mention a couple of games that I really did enjoy, obviously Xenoblade Chronicles X is really high up there. I mean, literally to this day, it is still one of the best looking games on the Wii U. And seriously, they need to bring that to the Switch. Like, that thing belongs on the Switch, right? And we obviously have Super Mario Bros. U, which a lot of people hated, and I kind of understood the fact that they were just kind of like fatigued with the new Super Mario Bros. Kind of look. This was just an HD version basically, but I really liked it. And you know, obviously we got Super Mario 3D World, which was amazing. It was like Super Mario 3D Land, but way better than obviously Mario Kart 8. I mean, I played this game for hours. The soundtrack is amazing. The game just looks gorgeous, and it just runs flawlessly like it always has. And honestly, I think, in my opinion, I think Mario Kart 8 is the best Mario Kart game ever made. I put that well above Double Dash, which is kind of hard to say because, you know, nostalgia is screaming at me and telling me that's the best game. But Mario Kart 8 it is just so good. It is just so good. And who can forget Super Smash Bros. On the Wii U? I mean, holy cow. That game, when I tell you guys, that game was a million times way better than Brawl. And I also have a lot of nostalgia for Brawl. You know, the Subspace Emissary was amazing, but it just made Smash Bros. So much more fun. For one, it was a lot faster, it was a lot more concise, it was cleaner, and you know, it was a lot smoother too. And there was no tripping. There was no tripping on there, so yes, thank goodness. And you know, I also love a lot of the characters that they added to the Wii U version. They just went crazy. And we got Amiibos, which, you know, half of me is torn a bit. You know, I love Amiibos, but at the same time, I kind of hate them because they just don't properly stock them the way that they should. I mean, we've had Amiibos for what, almost 10 years now, and they're just now starting to re-release a lot of these Amiibos that were really hard to find. Like, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? Nintendo, what were you thinking? Yes, and then obviously Pikmin 3, I actually really enjoyed that one. That was actually one of the first Pikmin that I played. I never really played the Pikmin games on the GameCube back then, just because I wasn't really too into that. I mean, I was mostly playing, you know, Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes, really. But yeah, and then also Nintendo Land. That was like a really cool party game, and it was obviously a lot of fun to play. And you know, I actually just popped it back into my Wii U and started playing it with my kids, and they absolutely love it. Like, they love, I think the Luigi's Mansion is probably like their favorite mini game. And I forget the one where it's, I think it's 3 against 1. I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically like tag. Like, they have to find you, and the one person that's it, you know, they're using the pad or whatever, so they can see where you are, but you can't see where they are. So it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of mayhem. Some of the other things, or the other two things really, that I loved about the Wii U is the fact that it was gorgeous. The home menu is just absolutely gorgeous. Like, you got the, you know, little Mii's hanging out around the apps and all that. That was amazing. And you know, the fact that the icons look so pretty too. I mean, it is, this console still to this day looks so much better than the Nintendo Switch, which is insane. This feels like a Nintendo console, whereas the Nintendo Switch doesn't really feel like that still. And the Nintendo Switch is like at the end of its cycle right now. So it had its whole run, and you know, it had amazing games, but just not as good as the Wii U. And then obviously the store front too. The Wii U store was amazing. It was so freaking cool. I always love checking in like every week, like at least once or twice a week, to see what new sales there are, and to listen to that sweet music, and also to play that little thing, you know, the little roulette thing where you got to match up the things, kind of like Super Mario Bros. 3. I always love going on there and doing that. I always thought that was so cool. Now, as far as my Wii U now and what I mostly play on it, you know, I haven't really been playing too many Wii U games. I've been wanting to play Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD, but I've actually been holding off because I still have the hope that potentially Nintendo will bring them to the Switch. So I've been kind of holding off on that. But for the most part, honestly, I've just been playing Wii games. Yeah, like I went back and started playing Guitar Hero 3. Like, me and my kids, we love playing that. It's so much fun. And yeah, if you guys need to know, I get like a 65% on Through the Fire and the Flames. So yeah, there's that. I'm not bad. That's obviously in practice mode, but you know, in the real mode, I don't think I'd probably just lose. But yeah, we get that done. And then, you know, when we're not playing that, we are obviously playing Michael Jackson's Experience. I mean, that game is just goated. I mean, it is just awesome. And you know, those are both Wii games too, by the way. But yeah, my kids love dancing and doing all of the moves just like Mike did back then, you know, hitting it with the lean, doing all that good stuff. I wasn't leaning on a chair. But yeah, that's basically what I've been using my Wii U for. A lot of the virtual console games, thank goodness, have already come to the Nintendo Switch. And the one that was the last one that the last two game series that kept me going back to the Wii U was Mega Man Battle Network, which they had all of them here, but now it's on the Nintendo Switch. And then Golden Sun, and we also have that. So yeah, all in all, I say this to say I absolutely miss the Wii U era. I wish that Nintendo would have marketed better so that it made sense, so that people understood that this was an actual console, and not just that it was a console, but it was their first HD console. And honestly, it looked a lot better. Like, the games down here looked a lot better than the PS3 and the Xbox 360 games. Just being honest. Look at Mario Kart. But yeah, I totally miss, you know, those days. I miss all of that awesomeness that came with it. And, you know, obviously we are all moving on to better things and all that good stuff. But, you know, it's nice to go back and reflect and think about these past consoles and, you know, how they failed, what they did right, what they did wrong, all that good stuff. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the Wii U, whether you guys love it, whether you guys hate it, whether you guys were confused by the marketing just like everybody else was. Yeah, let me know. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always guys, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. And we will see you guys on the next video. Peace! I tried to have my Wii U on throughout this video, but it's dead. My Wii U is dead right now. I forgot to charge it.